Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. May I have your attention, please? Today we are going to start with reading test, and you have the handout. The first page, the font size is quite small. You know what they have done? They have fit all the passage on one page. I mean, it's the same on actual book as well, right? So afterwards, it's going to be fine. You will see the questions are big enough, font size is good. For second passage and third passage, everything is fine. Now we are going to take a start with true, false, not given. First, there are few tips to deal with true, false, not given. Whenever we have true, false, not given, the first thing is questions and answers are going to be in the same order. Okay, the first thing. The second thing, whenever you start with passage 1, Passage 1, questions 1 to 5, 1 to 6, 1 to 7, most of the time answers are in the first or second paragraph, or answers start from first or second paragraph. Okay, there are two type of questions in Ielts reading. Type 1, where questions and answers are in order. Type 2, where questions and answers are not in order. So most of the time you should try to do the questions which is type 1. Type 1 means questions and answers are in order. Always try to do the questions where questions and answers are in order, because you can do them systematically and easily. Now, what type of questions do we have where questions and answers are in order? Number 1, true, false, not given. Number 2, yes, no, not given. Number 3, all completion type of questions. Number 4, the question type that is short answer questions, right? Number 5, multiple choice questions. Okay, so these 5 questions are the types of questions are where questions and passage, they are in the same order. Never follow the order of the questions which is given in the questions or in the test, like 1 to 6, 7 to 10, 11 to 14. Now you can see if 1 to 6 is list of headings, don't start from there. Go on and do the questions where questions and answers are in order, because you can do them quickly. And when you do the first type of questions, you're going to be familiar with the passage. When you do second type of questions, you will be familiar with the passage already. And by the way, the questions where questions and answers are not in order, they need very good understanding of the passage. So try to leave it for the end. Okay? Now, let's take a start with true, false, not given questions. As I said, questions and answers are in order, the first thing. Whenever you read the question, divide the question into 3 parts with the help of if sentences. I mean, they have given you a statement, all right? For example, they say, Asad Yaqub will go to UAE. Now, if Asad Yaqub will go to UAE, it's true. If Asad Yaqub will go to America, it's false. And if Asad Yaqub will not go anywhere, or they have not mentioned where will he go, then it is not given. So you need to decide, like, if this is the statement, it's true. If that is the statement, it's false. And then you need to look for that very information in the passage. If you don't remember one thing, understanding the question in IELTS listening and IELTS reading, that is 70 to 80%. Rest is 30% looking for the answer. And all the tricks are in the question. There are no tricks in the passage. All the tricks are in the question. So you need to develop a skill to understand the questions very, very well. Now, let's take a start. Question number 1, please. In his study of prehistoric life, Peter Falkingham, from true, false, not given. Now look here. Wherever the questions are, where the questions and answers are in order, you must find the clue word. What is the clue word here? This name, Peter Falkingham, rarely spends time on outdoor research these days. Now underline, rarely spends time on outdoor research these days. Now if he rarely spends time on outdoor research, it's true. If he mostly spends time on outdoor research, then it is false. And if they don't tell us, then it is not given. First, we will read all the questions. After that, I will give you 6 minutes and you will find the answers on your own. Now, don't focus the passage, just focus the questions. Question number 2, several attempts are usually needed. Underline several attempts. What is the opposite of several attempts? In one attempt. right? Several means more than one. Whether 2, 3, 4, 5, that is several. Several attempts are usually needed before the computer model of a dinosaur used by Sellers and Manning. Now what's the clue word? Sellers and Manning manages to stay upright. Now, if they need several attempts to make it stay upright, सीधा खड़ा करने के लिए, then it is going to be true. If in first attempt they can achieve that, then it is false. And if they don't tell us how many attempts are needed, then not given. Please come to question number 3. Again, I'm saying focus the question, understand the question. See what is it I have to find, then it is going to be true, false, or not given. Question number 3. When the Sellers and Manning computer model was used for people, it showed them moving faster than they are physically able to. Now look here. If it showed people, they made a computer model of people. So that model showed people moving faster than the human movement. If that showed faster than human movement, then it is true. If it was slow or it was exactly the same like human movement, then it is false. And if they don't tell us faster or slower or whatever, then it is not given. Okay, this is very important. And sometimes only one word as small as the word all can make it true, false, or not given. Just one word, all, A-double-L, all. Okay, so you should focus these words. Question number 4. Some paleontologists are the people, and by the way, they will tell you, when you read the passage, you will understand what is paleontologist, people who study dinosaurs and all that. Some paleontologists have expressed reservations about the conclusion reached by Manchester team concerning the movement of dinosaur. If some paleontologists have expressed reservations means they have something that it's not like this, it's different. Okay, so if they have reservations about the Manchester team concerning the movement of dinosaur, it's true. If they have no reservations, they all agree, they are all fine with it, then it is false. And if they don't tell us whether they have any reservations or not, then the answer will be not given. Question number 5, please. An experienced tracker can analyze fossil footprints as easily as those made by live animals. Experienced tracker means they have a tracker, and that tracker can analyze fossil footprints. Now, fossil fuel, this word is very commonly used. Anything that is related to earth. Fossil fuel, fossil footprints which are on planet Earth or Earth, as easily as those made by live animals. Now, fossil footprints are the footprints of dinosaurs when they existed. And live animals means the animals that we have today. So if the tracker can analyze fossil footprints as easily as those made by animals, means old dinosaurs footprints and live animals footprints, if it can do it easily, it's true. If it can only do the live animals but not the dinosaur, or only the dinosaurs but not the live animals, then it is false. And if they don't tell us, then it is not given. Question number 6. Research carried out into the composition of prehistoric mud. Now, see, this word mud is important here. Prehistoric mud, underline that. Research carried out into the composition of prehistoric mud has been found to be inaccurate. Now, if the research related to prehistoric mud was inaccurate, it is true. If that research was accurate, then it is false. And if they don't tell us whether the research was accurate or inaccurate, then it is not given. Okay, now after this, at the next step, I'm going to tell you where the answers are, and then I will give you 6 minutes to do that. Everyone, please come to first paragraph. Okay, question number 1, you will find the answer there. Got it? You can just write it down. First paragraph, write question number 1. Please come to third paragraph. You will find the answer of question number 2 there. 2, 3, and 4 in third paragraph, you will find all the answers. Is this clear? 2, 3, 4. For question number 5, please come to the right side of the passage, right column, second paragraph. Falkingham himself, found it? Question number 5's answer is here. And the very next paragraph, Falkingham uses computational techniques Question number 6 answer is there. Is this clear? I have located it, and by the way, when you do it, you need to see what the clue word is and where is that clue word so that you could find it. Now I give you 6 minutes to do it quietly, silently on your own. After 6 minutes, we will just do it together. Okay, question number 1. What is the answer? Okay, some of you are saying true, some of you are saying false. Let's read the question again. In his study of prehistoric life, Peter Flankingham rarely spends time on outdoor research these days. These days means present. Now please come to the passage. The media image of paleontologists who study prehistoric life is often of field workers camped in the desert in the hot sun. I'm reading paragraph 1. Please follow me. Carefully picking away at the rock surrounding a large dinosaur bone. But Peter Flankingham has done little of that for a while now. Little of that. That means spending time outside and all that. So in his study, Peter Flankingham rarely spends. Rarely spends for that. What is the word they use? Yeah, little of that for a while now. So the answer is true. Okay. Do one thing, underline the sentence in the passage and then write the question number. And when you go back home, you can practice again. Again, find every reason why the answer is true. What is in the passage, what is in the question. Question number 2. What's the answer? Question number 2? Not given. Very good. If you don't find, then it is not given. Please come to it. Question number 2 is, several attempts are usually needed before the computer model of a dinosaur used by Seller and Manning manages to study upright. Several attempts. Please come to third paragraph. I'm reading it from fourth line. The computer model. Found it? Now please follow me and then we decide whether it is true, false or not given. The computer model is given a digitized skeleton and the locations of known muscles. The model then randomly activates the muscles. This perhaps unsurprisingly results computer alters the activation pattern and tries again. Alters the activation pattern and tries again. Tries again means there are several attempts which are involved. What is the answer? True. How come not given? Tries again. When he tries again means several attempt. Attempt means try. Clear? Now please underline that very sentence and write there number 2. So the answer of question number 2 is there. Okay? Question number 3. Alright, whatever your answer is, say it loudly. I will clarify it. False. Okay, fine. No problem. Let's read the question. And by the way, the answer you give me, that's not final. We read it and then we give it a second thought. Question number 3. When the Sellers and Manning computer model was used for people, it showed them moving faster than they are physically able to. Same paragraph. Please come to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th last line. And indeed using the same. Found it? 7th last line of same paragraph. Please help each other also. And indeed, using the same method for living animals. And in bracket they have written humans, emu and ostriches. Similar top speeds were achieved on the computer as in reality. Similar top speeds were achieved as in reality. What is the question? It showed them moving faster than they are physically able to. Let's read again. And indeed, using the same method for living animals, that says human, emu and ostriches, similar top speeds were achieved on the computer as in reality by comparing their cyberspace results with real measurements of living species, and then they go on. Now, what's the question? When Sellers and Manning computer model was used for people, it showed them moving faster than they are physically able to. Just try to focus one thing. Are they comparing physical movement of people and faster of them? Just see that. And indeed, using the same methods for living animals, humans, emu, similar top speeds were achieved on the computer as in reality. Top speeds as in reality. What does that mean? That means it's not faster than they are physically able to. Physically able to means reality. They are not faster as in physical reality. So the answer will be false. And try to understand that. They say in the question, moving faster than they are physically able to. And there they say, top speeds were achieved on the computer as in reality. Means, in reality also they have the top speeds. So in computer also they have the top speed. So it's the same. That is why the answer is false. They were not faster. Is this clear? Okay, underline this. If you don't understand now, read it again, translate it into your language, and you will be clear about it. Question number 4, what is your answer? Okay, let's do it together. Some paleontologists have expressed reservations, underline that, expressed reservations about the conclusions reached by Manchester team concerning the movement of dinosaur. Same paragraph, have you found the word Manchester team? Okay, third last line. Now, I'm going to read it from the fourth last line. By comparing their cyberspace results with real measurements of living species, the Manchester team of paleontologists can be confident in the results computed showing how extinct prehistoric animal such as dinosaurs moved. Now this is the sentence where there is the answer. Tell me one thing, have they mentioned anything that they showed their reservations? They did not mention anything about their reservation. What is the reservation means? I think one thing can be wrong, or I have some doubts about it. That's what we call reservation. But if you read it again, Manchester team of paleontologists can be confident in the results computed showing how extinct prehistoric animal such as dinosaurs moved. Now confident and reservation, they are not the same thing. Reservation means whether they had a reservation or they did not have any reservation. So this thing is not mentioned, hence the answer is. Now please come to question number 5. Question number 5, what is your answer? Not given? Okay. Anyone else? False? Okay. Please follow me. Now we read question number 5. Question 4, the word reservation. They have not mentioned anything about Manchester team's reservation. They have not showed whether they had any reservation or they did not have any reservation. Therefore, it is not given. Confidence doesn't mean reservation. No, these are two different words. Okay? So just focus again. What you don't understand now, read it 2-3 times, translate it, you will understand it. Question number 5. An experienced tracker can analyze fossil footprints as easily as those made by live animals. So please come to third last paragraph. Found the word modern day trackers, third line. Okay? Third last paragraph, third line, after full stop, modern day trackers. Got it? Everyone, please look around. सबको मिल गया? एक दाएं बाएं देखें, जिसको नहीं मिला उसको भी बता दें. Modern day trackers who study. Now from who we understand they are the people. Modern day trackers who study the habitats of wild animals can tell you what animal made a track, whether that animal was walking or running, sometimes even the sex of the animal. But a fossil track poses a more considerable challenge to interpret in the same way. Right? Fossil track. What do they say? Fossil track poses a more considerable challenge to interpret in the same way. What's the question? Experienced tracker can analyze fossil footprints as easily. No, what do they say? Yeah, they say, but a fossil track poses a more considerable challenge. More considerable challenge is the opposite of easy. Exactly, as easy as made by live animals. So what will be the answer? False. Well done. And by the way, for your kind information, this is a very tough test. Right? Yeah, just let's go on and then you will find it. But anyways, you got to solve it. Question number 6. What's the answer? True? Come on, give me your answer. True? All of you say true? Okay, question number 6. Research carried out into the composition of prehistoric mud has been found to be inaccurate. Okay, the research, prehistoric mud, inaccurate. For this answer, please come to second last paragraph. Did they use the word mud and all that? Okay, now let's go on. Where's the word mud? Yeah, it's here. Let's read it from the beginning. Falkingham uses computational technique to model a volume of mud and control the moisture content, consistency and other conditions to simulate the mud of prehistoric times. A footprint is then made on the digital mud by a virtual foot. This footprint can be chopped up and viewed from an angle, and stress values can be extracted and calculated, blah, blah, blah. Now, have they mentioned anything research carried out? It was inaccurate. Even if you go on, they talk about the research, but the research was accurate or inaccurate. The word inaccurate is going to be the decisive word which will decide whether it is true, false, not given. If inaccurate, true. If accurate, false. And if they don't tell us whether it was accurate or inaccurate, then not given. So what will be the answer now? Not given, because they have not mentioned anything about it. Okay, again I'm telling you, some of the ideas you will understand, perceive now. Some of the ideas when you go back home and practice, then you will understand. Okay.